There will be an election this November. Hypothetically, if there was no election this November, President Trump would not get to stay in office. Actually, having no election this year is the only way to guarantee that President Trump isn't president next year. Let me explain. When President Trump was elected in November 2016, he was elected to serve as president from January 2017 to January 2021. As of January 20th, 2021, he is no longer the duly elected president. In order to remain president, he has to win this November's election. If there's no election, he's not duly elected, he cannot be president. Right? Okay, so there's no election, there's no duly elected president to take the oath of office in January 2021. Who does power go to? The vice president? No, his term expired at the same time as the president's did. Under the Presidential Succession Act, power then goes to the Speaker of the House, except the House has a 2-year term, meaning their terms also expire in January 2021, and if there's no election, there's no House members. The House will have 0 members. Now, in the Presidential Succession Act, if there's no president, vice president, or speaker, power then goes to the president pro tempore, or president pro tem, of the Senate. If you haven't heard of this office, that's because it's, for the most part, an empty honor. It usually is a title that goes to the longest serving member of the majority party. Okay. That's only a tradition, though. It's not a rule, but it's only the tradition. The president pro tem is chosen by their fellow senators from among their number. Okay. However, 2/3 of the Senate will still be in next January because they serve 6-year terms. So they could elect the president pro tem even if there's no election. But a disproportionate number of the senators up for re-election this year are Republicans, meaning actually if there is no election in November, come January 2021 when their terms expire, the Democrats will actually have a majority in the U.S. Senate. And if they then follow, and then whoever they chose as president pro tem would become president. And if they continued with the tradition of electing the longest serving member of the majority, they would choose Senator Patrick Leahy, Democrat of Vermont. That's right, under this scenario, a Democrat from Vermont could still wind up as president, just not the one you thought.